Jesus Christ declares that your inheritance is currently accessible. I voluntarily underwent crucifixion to validate the testament I had already established. You are the recipient. The Father declares that you are the recipient of the death benefit from Calvary. Upon emerging from the tomb, I assumed the role of the executor of my own volition. I emerged from the tomb not in a state of sobriety, but rather in a state of jubilation. In that instant, the tomb resounded with joy, including the laughing of celestial beings and my laughter, as I awakened to the unparalleled triumph over the crucifixion, death, hell, and all the schemes of the adversary. The enemy's intentions were nullified by the resurrection. He lacks control over me, and you are within me while I am within you. The dominion of the ruler of the atmosphere holds no position within you and possesses no portion of your being. It is time to liberate yourself from the mindset of vulnerability, obscurity, and apprehension. According to the Father, there is no dread because He has not bestowed upon you the feeling of terror, but rather the emotions of love, the ability to exert power, and a rational mind. By harnessing both love and strength, you will attain a state of complete soundness. You possess self-awareness of your areas of weakness and the points at which you are experiencing a lack of success. Immerse yourself in my love and my power, and you will attain unwavering stability and be protected from future losses. Avoid attributing fault to others. The individuals you hold responsible have the power to impose suffering onto you unless you choose to grant them forgiveness. The Father expresses forgiveness. Pardon, liberate, and bestow blessings. Love is infallible, and when you embrace love, you enter into a condition that is certain to prevent failure. Now is the moment for you. The Father declares that the present moment is crucial, and He is ready to ensure that His intentions for your life, including freedom, triumph, healing, and renewal, are carried out. God desires a deeper and more substantial connection with you, rather than just a brief and temporary encounter. I made a payment on the cross to have complete visiting rights. I desire your presence not only during weekends and holidays. I refuse to agree to joint custody. I am upholding the custodial rights that were secured via the crucifixion of Jesus Christ on Calvary 2 millennia ago. The blood-soaked ground symbolizes the cost I paid to own every one of you, in exchange for you having complete possession of me. The Father declares His intention to firmly press Himself against you. I will exert an immense amount of pressure upon you, above the limits of human capability. The Father declares that you will know His complete plenty. Upon exhaling into the ancient scribes, I revealed my concealed identity as all in all, allowing you to comprehend my intended meaning. I exist as I am, and that is my true nature. This essence resides within you and will manifest itself through you. There is no longer any space for incomplete actions or divided portions. The Father refuses to accept a peace. I insist, my love insists, my intense devotion to you requires your complete commitment, as I am willing to offer nothing less than my entire self. Receive the entirety of my being, declares the Father. Today, Embrace the complete totality of my existence in everything and the divine essence of my being. The Father assures you that you will not be excluded. I will not exclude you or leave you feeling devoid. You requested complete access to all aspects of my being, and in this totality, you will immerse yourself fully in the most profound depths of my essence, until there remains no further knowledge or encounter of the person I have committed to become in your existence. This marks the starting point of our journey into the eternal realm, where we will experience the boundless beauty and blessings of everlasting grace. As we embark on this path, we will enter into a timeless era of profound closeness, adoration, and connection, which we will fully embrace and delight in. Before the video continues, I request you to help by super thanks. Today, God declares that He will bear the burden for you. I will support and assist you when you are delicate and lacking strength. I do not prioritize strength and power to the extent that I would abandon you when you encounter difficulties and make mistakes. The Father asserts ownership over you. Hasten to your Father today. Come to me quickly and seek refuge in my embrace, drawing comfort and resilience from the warmth and security of my chest. Seek refuge in me and find solace in my eternal embrace. I will neither reject you nor abandon you. You will never be familiar with the reverse side of my hand. I harbor no animosity towards you. My Son bore the whole weight of my rage, wrath, and retribution on your behalf. 2 millennia ago, I unleashed the remnants of my judgments upon my soul offspring. I accessed a temporal enclosure wherein the forces of grace, mercy, and unconditional love might exert their impact on the human hearts. The Father declares that you are the beneficiary of that divine favor. Accept the acknowledgement of my absolute benevolence in your existence. There are no factors in my heart that would make you ineligible for my grace. Each disqualification was resolved by the inflicted strikes upon my beloved Son 2 millennia ago. The punishment inflicted upon you for your disobedience was carried out on the Son's back on your behalf. You were spared from receiving punishment. My Son, who was before in a state of greatness and has now achieved perfection in his human form, willingly offered himself as a substitute for your dreadful mistakes and flaws. Agree to the replacement. Embrace and acknowledge the substitute as the love that is given to you without any conditions, flowing freely and gracefully upon you today, as stated by the Father. According to God, you are not just someone who has successfully conquered challenges in His name, but you are also considered to be more than just an overcomer. To be considered a true overcomer, one must face a genuine test, and the opponent to one's soul should not pose a significant threat. Do you believe that the deceptive tactics and intimidation employed by the enemy could potentially overcome the safeguards I have implemented to protect your life? The Father instructs you to maintain your focus on Him. Your location is determined by the focus of your attention, and the adversary is aware of this fact. He desires your attention to be directed toward his scheming and strategizing, to defeat you through deceit and confusion. Do not concern yourself with the strategies of the adversary. Regardless of his strategy tomorrow, it will not deviate significantly from what I presented to you today. He lacks creativity. Take note of this statement from the Father. I am protecting you. The boundless nature of my being is the cause of my presence in your life. I have ample financial resources and I will divert the enemy's attention elsewhere. You will witness his retreat and the pursuit of alternative objectives, as I, the Almighty, possess the magnitude and potency to swiftly separate him from your presence. The Father assures you to have faith in him. Be aware that I am diligently engaged in my task and rest assured that I will always succeed in bestowing blessings upon you and ensuring your well-being. According to God, it is asserted today that you do not conform to the identity ascribed to you by others, and you have not committed the actions that they allege you have. The world perceives you as vulnerable and easily used. However, the Father affirms that you are not mere sheep destined for slaughter. Rather, you are the sheep under my care and guidance. You are under my care and guidance, and my tools of discipline and support will bring you comfort. I am wielding my rod behind the oppressor and liberating you from every deceitful weight. The Father asserts that you are not a creature meant to carry heavy loads. Release the deceptive weight and embrace the yoke easy and burden light that is the rightful claim of every one of my offspring. Despite the world's tendency to ridicule, threaten, and envy, do not be afraid. I have triumphed over the planet and I have bestowed upon you the ability to triumph in the same manner that I did 2,000 years ago during my time on Earth. I have equipped you with the same sources of resilience that enabled me to overcome challenges during my time on Earth. The identical Holy Spirit that set me apart from all other individuals resides within you. The identical Spirit that liberated me from the tomb resides inside you and is liberating you from the restraints and restrictions that confine you. The Father acknowledges that it does make you a target, but advises not to be preoccupied with the empty threats of the evil entity. I am positioned as a barrier between you and any potential danger, intercepting every projectile and ensuring your safety. Today, God affirms that the presence of Christ inside you serves as the channel via which I establish a connection with you. The expression of my affection towards you is conveyed through the presence of Christ within you. I have infused myself within you, much like how light is infused within a lamp. I will radiate within you and manifest myself through you, and no force shall create a division between you and me. The Father asserts that his love does not originate from a remote location. I do not convey my affection for you from a distance. My affection is deep and intrinsic. My affection envelopes you internally and shields you externally. Nothing can alienate you from my affection. Neither external attack nor internal danger can weaken or pollute my love. The reason I love you is because I love you, as spoken by the Father, and my love for you will endure always. I have an unwavering affection for you because love is an inherent part of my identity, and I cannot deviate from my true self under any circumstances. Today, I urge you to find solace in my love, as I, the Father, assure you. Find solace in my affection and understand that love will perpetually remain by your side. The depth of my affection is ever there within you. My affection is utilizing the resources at its disposal to the best of its ability. As you increase your willingness to be accessible to me, I will further reveal my presence within you. Do not worry, declares the Father. Take solace, for I shall never abandon you nor forsake you. I will consistently fulfill my commitments to you, as they are rooted in my unwavering love for you and not influenced by any other factor. Before the video continues, I request you to help by super thanks. Jesus affirms today that the accusations against you lack validity. Whenever the enemy brings accusations against you in front of me, the Son intervenes and says, "Father, I have already taken responsibility for that mistake. I sacrificed myself to bear the consequences of that wrongdoing." Although the crucifixion took place 2 millennia ago, its effects are continuously applied to your life whenever the adversary accuses you. The Father urges you to cease reviewing the accusations leveled against you and instead embrace the belief that the debt has been fully settled. There is no need for you to provide justification or explanation, as you have already been justified via the valuable blood of Jesus, which serves as payment for even the most severe sins you may commit. The Father declares that you are exonerated. The Father declares that it is now the appropriate moment to reveal the truth between you and me. Permit the application of the blood of the cross to encompass even those aspects of your life that you are reluctant to examine within yourself. Undergo the process of purification. Accept the cleansing of my affection for you. The Father affirms that you are immaculate. The payment has been made. The adversary who intended to accuse you has been dismissed from the celestial court with ridicule. Today, God assures you that He is providing you with protection through His existence and enveloping you with His affection. I am your protector. During times of impending storms and chaotic natural forces, I serve as your refuge and protection. You shall dread nothing. While observing others experiencing the negative effects of their surroundings, rest assured that you are protected within my pavilion, and you will not be subjected to any harm or damage whatsoever. The Father asserts that He does not permit anybody to tamper with or interfere with His identity in your life. They will observe the protective shield I provide for you and offer assistance by saying, "Allow me to assist you with that." Simply respond with gratitude but decline their offer. I am the complete and satisfactory source for all your needs, and no individual, belief, or framework can enhance or surpass my significance in your existence. The Father asserts that He serves as the affirmation and security for you. Today, choose to align yourself with my heart rather than the opinions of individuals who believe that what they are presenting to you is necessary for living in my kingdom. I am dispelling the pretenses and ideas of others who have attempted to claim a special position in your life that rightfully belongs to me. I am doing so with the force of my influence. They exclusively consist of the groom's friends. The bride chamber is beyond their jurisdiction, and they have no role or involvement in the interactions that occur between you and me in that setting. Just as Boaz placed his cloak over Ruth, I have enveloped you with my presence and will bring you close to me, where we can have intimate conversation. Within that shelter and under that protection, you will experience absolute tranquility and total security, shielded from all the turmoil, dangers, and onslaughts that surround you. Today, God expresses unwavering love for you. I am not seeking revenge for every perceived wrongdoing you have committed in your life. If I prioritize the concept of everyone receiving their just deserts, we would not now be engaged in this discussion. The word mercy holds significant influence in your life, as stated by the Father. Show mercy, and I will demonstrate my mercy in your specific circumstances. Indeed, it is accurate to say that individuals who have defamed and ridiculed you are not benefiting themselves in any way. Their warped sense of justice is not endearing them to my kingdom. Show them mercy without exception. The Father assures that I will surrender your adversary to you. What is the next step? Your grace in your current circumstances will be determined by your actions of kindness and compassionate attitude towards people who oppose you. The Father affirms that love is infallible. Escape from failure and break the cycle of frustration. Voluntarily opt to generously bestow your affection even onto those who do not deserve it. The Father urges you to be completely open and honest, without withholding anything. I extend my hand to you in the same measure that your heart is open, even towards those who are ungrateful and disregard you with apathy and contempt. The Father declares, rejoice. If they had the ability, they would have disregarded me. I am going to undertake an endeavor in your life that will astonish and provoke intense jealousy in others, causing them to express their frustration and jealousy. I refrain from expressing my affection for them not because I lack love, but rather because I possess an abundance of it. Are you prepared? Embrace the day ahead and express love throughout the entire day, regardless of any circumstances. Before the video continues, I request you to help by super thanks. According to God, angels and principalities submit to the authority of the Christ within you. I am subjugating all things to the authority of my presence in your life. You serve as both my footstool and my throne, and I bestow upon you my majestic presence, much like a beautifully decorated brow is adorned with a crown of grandeur. The Father declares that you have a share in His magnificence. I do not represent poverty or scarcity, I represent wealth, and you will experience great abundance as you fully embrace my constancy. No authority will be able to challenge the supremacy of the throne on which I reside within you. Neither the events of the past nor the events that lie ahead will cause any hesitation in my unwavering determination for your life. The Father assures that you will not face rejection, as He is not a God who denies it, but rather a God who affirms and fulfills every promise with a resounding yes and amen. The Father encourages you to go with assurance and without any apprehension or unease. Understand that my love for you is unwavering and will always result in the complete manifestation of my grace in your life. This is the present moment for you to embrace. Today, God is affirming that you possess the ability to overcome and triumph in life, but not only that, you are beyond the mere status of a conqueror. Triumphing over the malevolent entity is merely the initial stage in my grand scheme for you. I designed eternity as the blueprint for my intentions, which will unfold in your life long after this planet becomes a faint and far-off recollection. The Father asserts that the end is not visible. I am initiating the process of granting you blessings and showering you with my favor. The existence of my Son is being replicated within you, thereby distinguishing those who are acquainted with me from those who are not. The Father affirms that you know Him. Although I will not be recognized in the same way, you are making progress and I shall manifest myself within you and to you. I am an infallible deity who is unwaveringly loyal. In the future, the possibility of failure will not be a topic of conversation. Instead, there will be a confident belief that you will succeed, as you cannot ignore the evidence of my unwavering loyalty towards you. The Father affirms that fidelity is inherent to his essence, and all of heaven's abundant resources support the fulfillment of every promise he has given to you. According to God, the enemy considers you as vulnerable and easily defeated, but I consider you as powerful leaders and spiritual guides dedicated to serving your God. You possess great authority and influence on the globe. You are individuals who have wrongfully seized control of every position of power associated with evil, and your authority and dominion currently extend over the entire world, rather than being limited to a future time. What conceivable reason could there be for postponing or refusing to fulfill my commitment to your life? The Father asserts that there is no existence. I do not have a hidden or mysterious motive that compels me to refuse your request. Have I not explicitly made a clear promise? Will I not openly compensate? The Father declares that trust and relaxation are what you will receive. The extent of my magnificence shall become apparent when you require assistance. Any weapon that is created to harm you will not succeed, as I am actively working to protect and fulfill my beneficial intentions for you. The Father declares that Jesus Christ affirms the absence of any division between us. The perceived distance between your location and my presence is an illusory concept devoid of any tangible or factual basis. The Father declares that He is near you. I am committed to remaining by your side and will never abandon or desert you. I will provide you with warm breath during the night and envelop you, purifying your being. Experience the rejuvenation of my close presence with you today, declares the Father. Repeat to yourself, my Father is not a distant deity. I am always available to assist in times of difficulty. When you invoke me, this will be the response. Here I am. The Father claims to be a punctual defender who is always on time. Refer to my schedule and have faith in me even when it appears that things are taking longer than expected. Each day, I will provide you with my empowering grace to overcome your adversary and bring you to a state of rest and serenity. Before the video continues, please like the video, share it with your family and subscribe to the channel and check out the link in the description. Thanks for watching the video.